Private Robert Jack was one of 6 service members killed in action in World War I from Crawford County. He was assigned to Delta Battery 150th Field Artillery Regiment of the 42nd Rainbow Division, serving on the 155mm howitzer artillery guns in France. He survived the horrific Bloody Battle of Chateau Thierry and went on to fight in the first all-American-led battle of the war called St. Mihiel, consisting of 550,000 American soldiers, assisted by 110,000 French soldiers, using 3,010 British and French-made artillery guns led by American General John J. Pershing. St. Mihiel was a major turning point in the war, forcing the Germans to retreat back towards Germany. Sadly, Robert Jack was killed by shrapnel from a German mortar on September 22, 1918, just 50 days before the war ended. He was 24 years old. He is buried in grave number 8, row 5, block D, at St. Mihiel National American Cemetery in France. This memorial marker, dedicated to the memory of Robert Jack, was placed here at Gill Cemetery by VFW Post 1322, named for Private Robert Jack. On her son's 31st birthday in February of 1925, Miss Ella Jack was named the post mother and the first auxiliary president of the newly formed Robert Jack VFW Post 1322. Hugh Pope served with Robert Jack in World War I and named the post after Robert Jack. Hugh Pope became the first post commander in 1925. Miss Ella Jack lived at 706 Vine Street until she died in 1940. She never saw her son's building because there wasn't one yet. In 1949, planning committees were formed and fundraisers were organized to raise money for the building. For the next 25 years, the post members met at various locations in the area because they did not have a building. In 1950, ground was finally broken for the new location of the Robert Jack VFW building, right here in Van Buren at 23 North 20th Street. In 1950, J.C. Putman, who was one of the founding fathers of the National VFW organization, came here to personally install the new officers, including Hugh Pope as the first post commander. This building you see here has been the meeting place ever since. Today, as we start the year 2019, post membership has outgrown this 7-decade-old building. Once again, post members are organizing fundraisers and forming planning committees to find a bigger facility, giving birth to the Robert Jack Vision of 2025 in the hope to establish a new facility by the 100th anniversary of the post. My name is Katelyn King, and it's my honor to represent the next generation who will carry on the legacy of Robert Jack. There is no better time than right now. To all who will be involved with this project, I wish Godspeed with the mission and vision of 2025.
I was directed that we have 1 hour to do this. So 1 hour is a long time to plan for 5 years, but this is just the first step. So we're not going to panic over that. I appreciate the fact that everyone came videotaping this to share it with people who wouldn't have the opportunity to come tonight. But the worst thing people hate to do is plan. And I want to commend y'all. Y'all jumped right in here and started throwing out ideas. Didn't take long to get started. But y'all jumped in, a real diversified group here with a common mission to come up with a vision for 25. And again, 25 is the 100th anniversary of the Robert Jack Post.
Committee Chairman Daniel Roberts called the Vision 2025 group together on October 26, 2018 to brainstorm Phase 1 to come up with ideas for the new Robert Jack VFW post. The group was divided into teams with stations to input their ideas, with a spokesperson for each team to present their ideas to the full committee at the end of the brainstorm session. Ideas were presented in 5 categories. Number 1, what programs would the new VFW post offer? Number 2, what spaces would be in the building, facility, rooms, and functions of the other rooms and spaces? Number 3, what would the site layout look like? The land, landscape, outdoor facilities, and so on. Number 4, interior design. What would the rooms look like? How big, etc. And finally, number 5, miscellaneous ideas such as a legacy member wall, a brick pathway with donor and veterans' names, and other fundraising ideas. The group brainstormed what our new post would look like, what our new post would offer, where would be a good location, how big, and fully integrating auxiliary with all activities. Each team gave their input to wrap up phase 1 of planning to lay a foundation of thinking and planning for the future in hope to have a new building and grounds by 2025. This was just the beginning.
So, first group, who wants to go first? Anybody?
4 of them.
Okay, 4. If you see anything on this list right here, tell me, and I'm gonna check it off. So this here is group 1. So if you had a homeless program, I'll check it. If you had physical training, PT, exercise, we'll check it off. If you had auxiliary, we'll check it off.
Concealed carry weapon classes / weapons training.
All right, next group.
The scouts.
All right, so we had the general auxiliary program, flag retirement, fitness.
Shooting range. Clothes closet.
Yep.
We had the flag retirement, and we had flag etiquette that kind of goes hand in hand.
Okay.
We had basketball, rec room, gym, flu shot, health fair.
I'd like to add something to a VFW, a store that you can buy either VFW clothes.
Dining area, I don't know how big a building you want.
Freezer,
Yes.
Yeah.
Secure office, yes.
Yes,
VA
Let's
service
say-
office,
Yeah.
right. Auxiliary and
quartermaster,
Yeah. Yes.
yeah.
auxiliary.
They don't necessarily have to be separate offices, but yeah.
Restroom.
So here's a drive-through window.
Okay.
I want it where you can pull that up and drive
She
your
wants a
vehicles
drive-in where we could park like floats for Christmas, the Christmas parade, Thanksgiving parade, that kind
That
of
could be
stuff.
the covered drop-off.
No.
She wants it so you can pull the vehicle, the float in.
Oh,
Barn,
okay.
covered storage.
Yeah.
So like a
Garage.
roll gate.
A garage.
Pull it in.
Well, J.R. Young's.
And we didn't do a separate gym either. We kind of figured that the dining area would function as a dance hall for
Okay.
wedding objects. Outdoor accessible, not no doors going into the interior. Shelter, like 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom.
Like little cottages for people for.
Rooms where you could put somebody up for the night or 2 nights till they could get back out on the
Kind of like
road.
what we're doing down here at the hotel.
Instead of putting them in a hotel,
Housing.
a
Short-term housing.
shelter basically.
Short-term housing.
Okay.
Yeah.
You put somebody up for,
All right, so we wanted a kids' room, not necessarily a nursery, but like a playroom for kids. Like a small movie theater.
Media room.
And an indoor firing range.
And then also we mentioned about like where we're going to display all of our history and all of our awards that we wanted to post.
Museum.
So we talked about maybe like in the foyer of a hallway, big cases or something like that, be spaces for that needed.
Rotunda.
History, foyer, what called it.
All the way around.
We wrote it down under interior.
Yeah, it kind of spaces, site layout and.
I had it on site layout.
Indoor swimming pool.
We didn't do that
didn't
either.
do that. She wants a, she wants a drive-through.
When you wrote that up there, what
She wants a drive-in
what were you envisioning?
What I was
for?
thinking about,
to pull like floats and stuff in them.
my vision for the thing is that there's a window that would be co-located with a kitchen. It could also be used for a place to sell tickets. Could be used to distribute stuff when people drive through.
Awesome.
It could be also used for food, but it'd be secure from the outside.
Chili supper to go.
Give him a ticket.
There you go.
The ideas presented by the teams went on for an hour in all 5 categories. There were many good ideas. There is still time to present ideas that have not been mentioned in the long video version. We can use your help. The video of these ideas is available upon request. And now a message from our post and district quartermaster.
I want to show you guys a couple of things. One, our one and only photo of Robert Jack. This is why we're doing it, okay? We're doing it for him and everybody like him, and we're doing it for us and everybody like us, okay? And so I say us, those that decided to put the boots on. Not everybody's eligible to join the VFW because they didn't have the opportunity to deploy in whatever era that they may have served in. But the ideas of this community service building is something as a need because there is nothing like it anywhere. All the stuff that we've come up with so far, there is nothing like it that exists anywhere in this area, okay? So we want to make this a twofold thing. This guy right here is Hugh Pope. 1925, he's the one that came up with the idea of doing a VFW post, okay? This is our founding member right here, Hugh Pope. He was the first commander of the post. He served with Robert Jack, and he's also the one that decided to name the post Robert Jack. He's also the one that enlisted all of his buddies, which you can see that's on our charter right here. That's all our original founding members, okay? So for 25 years, these guys met at a restaurant, they met downtown in the office, they just met anywhere that they could until finally they decided, you know what, we're going to try to build us a house, okay? And they did. In 1949, 1950, they started building their funding base. These are the little bonds that each of the members had decided to buy. So $10 in 1950 was a lot of money for some of these folks around here, okay? This particular person bought three $30 bonds. And our members, the members, when they broke ground in 1950 to build their post, laid these bricks, laid this ground. They had some contractor work come in, but they're the ones that built this building. In order for this to fly, not only do we have to sell it to the public, but we have to sell it to ourselves. We have to sell it to the post, and we must have a post investment. Our individual members must contribute. We have to do this in order for it to fly. It will not fly if our members don't want it. So tonight, this vision that's been painted started 1925. We're hoping to have it built by 2025. Hence, the vision.
We have 6 years. We can do it. Get her done.